This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with Violent Gentlemen. We're back in Belfast. We're back with the British champion, Anthony Kilcatchy. What a night.
Unbelievable. Good to be back in business, really, isn't it? Could be stent out. And I just want to build now, momentum, and I get another one from here and another one closer, maybe before Christmas.
I think it's pretty much just over a year, pretty much since the fight was first sort of supposed to happen, and obviously now I know we got past. We obviously done the last one there after the weigh-in, and now the fight's over the line and things like that. You're going relief. We've obviously been standing here for about half an hour. People coming up and taking pictures and things.
Yeah.
You're obviously just like the inspiration. Everybody's watched the fight. There must have been crazy numbers in BT last night because
must have been good numbers.
Everybody's watched the fight. You know, maybe that's just the. I watched the fight and they didn't watch the fight and they go, what do you think? How'd you get on? Points?
You know? No clue. No, I know, but it's good to have the the community and all behind me. Do you know what I mean? As you see, just standing there for a half an hour. I mean, I haven't been able to do nothing, waiting on everyone to go by, but it feels good. I feel proud of Punch. So
definitely seeing all the kids and stuff there as well. You know, coming up getting the picture. You know, it's like, amazing. You know, it's something that's different to them, and obviously, as I said in the interview the other day, you're an inspiration for the young ones coming through. So they'll look to you in 10 or 20 years' time and they go, it was Anto that got me to boxing. You know, it got me to where I'm at. You know, so you sort of have to keep that in the back burner to go, I'm an inspiration for them, you know.
If I can do that for young kids, I mean, why not? It's amazing. You know, all these kids around here I know, you know, in the community and whatever else, and they go to the wee boxing gym and they don't really take it serious, and maybe they see something like that, you know, and they'll probably think I'm minted.
It'd be nice.
So like it gives them a wee bit of inspiration as well. So anything I can do to help, I will.
And obviously on the performance last night, I think it's probably the best. You know, I think Tommy McCarthy probably nailed it last night. He's like the best ever. I thought you were sensational from start to finish last night. How would you judge your own performance? Are you sort of critical of it? Or you're just like 21 months of inactivity. You probably wanted to get him out of there, but you showed everything you have.
I'd like to get him out of there, but for me it wasn't really about that. As I said to you before I went in, it doesn't matter what way I win. As long as I win, you know, whether it be by a round or whether it be by knockout, doesn't matter. But I showed there what I have in my arsenal, and I know that I can do a lot more and I can push myself a lot higher. So, you know, with a bit of momentum behind me, a couple more fights this year, or sorry, maybe a fight before the end of this year. I mean, I'd get them knockouts a bit easier. And
obviously the short, I think it's a short left uppercut in the fourth round put him down.
Yeah.
You sort of just seen the red mist and was like, let's get it. But fair credit to Lyon, you know, he's probably, you know, he's living to his name as like the Lion.
Yeah.
You know, he stayed in there and he battled hard. I know his corner sort of looked at throwing the towel on a few times, but you know, his face is a mess. But you know, he'll probably look back in years to come and go, I went the distance with Ando.
Yeah, I mean, he was a really tough lad, and he's a nice guy too. You know, calls himself the warrior, and I can see why. You know, he's stuck in there. I mean, I obviously didn't want to be over exerting myself. It was a 12-round fight. I hadn't boxed in so long, so I put on the cruise control after the second half of the fight, and I thought, like, you know, could have hurt him multiple times. The rounds are good for me, and it's not me good state if I get a bigger fight.
And how's the hands feeling now? Obviously we know from last night that sort of you'd said that you think you broke both hands. Probably the grant gloves didn't play, you know, probably played a factor in that, but you know, I know you're going to go and get them tested out, so hopefully fingers crossed that the hands are okay.
Fingers crossed. Don't know if they're broke. They're badly swollen anyway, so and I'll take a week or two off and ice them up. Maybe we'll go get them looked at, but well, it should be fine. I'll go back and do a bit of running instead of punching.
Bit of running the roads.
I run the roads. I enjoy running the roads. So
everybody tooting the horn and
down to Carrick and run along a beach. That's for me. That's bliss.
It's a life.
Yeah, it's a life. We 3 miler. You couldn't get a better 3 miler. You up around the estate and right along the beach. It's amazing. I enjoy it down there.
And all being well, the hands are okay. Probably potentially end of November, maybe before Christmas. You know, your ideal sort of scenario, it's money coming in before Christmas. You know, you have a young family and stuff as well, so it helps to pay the bills over Christmas.
Yeah.
Is it I guess it's what options are given to you. You know, it's is another defence of British, or you're probably going to rise up the WBA after you won last night as well. So it's, you know, probably next week might tell WBA might order you to fight somebody.
Possibly. I mean, for me, the bigger and the better opportunities are what I am welcoming. You know, the British title, yeah, it's nice, prestigious belt, and whatever else, you know, and I want it, and if to defend it now, I'm ready to let it go and let all these younger kids and the younger ones coming up to fight for it and establish themselves. So, I mean, give me the opportunities and let me test myself at this time, you know, before I get any older. So, now's the time for me to get these big fights and to make a few pounds too.
Yep. Obviously, Archie Sharp, you mentioned last night. I know Carl, obviously, afterwards backstage, sort of mentioned Kiko Martinez. Obviously, Hearn. Probably even Samir Ziani as well. Obviously, I know he's a defence coming up, but it's big fights, paydays. You know, you're at that stage of your career now. That's what it's about. As we're looking after the future.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it. I mean, just them three names you just mentioned there. They interest me. Like, I mean, Samir Ziani is a European champion. The EBU, the proper European champion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't know what he hasn't got TV or anything like that. Jamel would be an absolute great opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, like I'm just looking at big opportunities now, and if one of these guys want to give me it, let's go.
You could potentially even fight for the WBA World title next. You know, it's
Possibly.
That's how crazy it could be. You know, you could be thinking, oh, I could maybe defend my British, or I could fight for a European, and then all of a sudden it's like world title. You know, take it.
Well, good the air race is there, and he's talking to a friend of mine, Colin, on Twitter, and if he says that he would take me as a defence, so like, get it going. Why not? Why not? We'll have a fight, and it's a great opportunity for me to win a world title. So
definitely,
I love that.
Definitely is. Well, look, obviously we said we'd keep it short and sweet because we know you obviously haven't been able to sleep and things and travelling back and stuff today. But it's been obviously a pleasure. Obviously going over and once again over to Birmingham. It's like your new home in Birmingham. Obviously, that's your last two fights have been there.
Seems to be, and they're not fat. Everything the exact same. Same changing room, same arena. It was all meant to be. So again, when did I fight in Belfast anyway? So I'm used to travelling and fighting. So I'll go wherever.
It's a 40-minute flight, you know, so it's perfect, you know. Hopefully, if it ends up in Birmingham again, hopefully we can get even more of a posse of Belfast fans over. They obviously support and things like that. But obviously, want to thank you for being so open, probably, to us, and obviously giving us so much of your time and stuff this week.
No worries at all.
You know, wearing obviously our T-shirt and stuff, you know, backstage and stuff last night. We obviously haven't seen anything back, so what footage and stuff. It's obviously helping us grow at the same time, you know.
Why not? You deserve it all. So, I mean, I appreciate you coming over and taking your time out and videoing and doing videos. Obviously, you know, that's the type of stuff I need. The type of stuff all these young fighters need on their way up. So, we appreciate you.
Definitely. Well, listen, thanks very much for your time, Anto, and we'll catch up again soon. Cheers, take care.